Hey, good morning. Another beautiful day. So this time I'm actually on the beach, not in my car. But um, yeah, I just wanted to actually jump on here real fast and everything, and talk about doing the math. Yesterday, I had a good fun time doing just some simple math and stuff like that, just for clarity, because one of the things that you can always do is have a visual representation of where you need to hit your targets, like what you need to do and where you're going and stuff like that. So I'm getting ready to start getting back in remote sales and stuff, and I'm just doing the math in terms of expectations and stuff, like what numbers I need to hit and everything, because I was doing really good before. So last year I was working for a company and doing remote sales and stuff, and in like 18 months I did almost 475,000 in net collected. So I did really well. It was really close. And the big thing was the fact that I wasn't trying hard enough, and I was doing well. But when I sat down and did my end of year finances and stuff, because I ended up leaving, I went to help a friend with his business and stuff. I wanted to kind of like get out of sales and start going a little bit more into marketing and stuff, which lesson there, make sure the marketing is up and running first before you jump ship. Don't jump cold turkey. Never do that. So lesson one. And I learned something really good really fast. One, I actually made more than enough money that I was actually really okay, and I wasn't focused on the money. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. And it was just weird because I could have paid off so much debt. I could have had savings, everything. I could have been really well off. And I was like, it slapped me in the face, and I was like, wow. I didn't realize like how good it was. And I wasn't trying. And I was like, imagine if I really was trying. And there were days where there were weeks where I was putting close to 70, 80 hours in terms of just calls. And I know for some people it's all like, oh, those are weak numbers and stuff like that. No, it's like we're talking about 15-minute intro calls, 45-minute second calls, and roughly 30-minute closing calls. So you're looking at 10, 50, 30, so about 2 hours with one person, and on average. And I would do, I forgot how much I did. I did a lot per week, 60, 70 hours. So a lot of times I'd probably take 6-7 hours to do intro calls, and then majority of my week was literally just like those 2 follow-up calls. So that extra hour and 15 minutes worth of follow-up calls and stuff like that. So probably 40 hours worth of follow-up calls, and then 20 hours worth of intro calls and stuff like that. And plus, it's been so long, I had to have one day off, so I made sure I had one day off and everything. But that was besides the point, because there was a certain amount of calls we had to have each week in order to be able to have each month and stuff, to make sure we were on track, because the average was 100 calls a month minimum, and you had to average around about 11 to 12 sales on the minimum, right? Which I was doing really well. And when I did at the end of, when I did my end of year, I realized I looked at all my pay, my payouts and stuff like that, and I was averaging around a bad month, 4,500, good month, $7,000. I was in between that range, and I was just when I saw it, it blew my mind. I was like, holy crap. So I was slowly getting my finances back in order and all that stuff, and whatnot. I was following the baby steps, Dave Ramsey's baby steps and stuff, and I plugged it all in and everything. And I was like, dude, I was actually way out, better off than I realized. And it just shocked, it hit me in the face. So I was like, I shouldn't have done that. And I was kicking myself in the butt. So since then, I've really been trying to get back into it. But there are very few places that I've come across where the company is actually really good and the product is really good. It's either one or the other. Company's really good, product sucks. Product's good, company sucks. And I tried some other things and stuff like that and whatnot, but here's the reality I was seeing was the fact that like I needed to take that break to actually see what I was really good at. So for like since last December, so it's like a few months to a year, like a little under a year right now, I've really been honing in and figuring out like what it is that I'm really good at. And I realized the skill that popped up that I had the most experience and that I really didn't have the most focus in, but I had the most experience. There's a difference. Was sales, because I took my resume, I put it in this app that specializes in resume building and stuff like that. And I forget the website. I wish I could give it right now off the top of my head, but I threw my resume in there and it analyzed it, and they looked it over and it said they said with everything that you have here, it's like, are you trying to build a sales resume because you have 12 to 13 years worth of sales experience? And I was just all like, I didn't realize that, because I worked a lot of retail and everything. I was trying to build like a marketing kind of resume and stuff like that, like a targeted one. But the reality was that the fact that I had the most experience in sales, but it wasn't my focus. So that was a really keen insight and stuff like that. And so I really sat down and really kind of looked at it. It's like, I need to get back to remote sales. I need to focus on this skill, because there was a quote that Alex Hormozi did. And I'm a big fan of Alex. I just like his directness and his bluntness and stuff like that. Plus he's put the mileage in, which is pick a skill and devote all your focus and effort into the one skill, because those who are successful, actually I'm just like combining a bunch of quotes actually, but like those who are successful got really good at one thing before they started before they started diversifying. Now that goes against like a lot of contrary belief in terms of like, you want to diversify. No, that's a fallacy. Like, don't diversify in the beginning. Like, if you're not good at one thing, are you going to be good at 7 things? No. So I said, if I'm gonna do this, so like I'm gonna go all in. So like I was like, I'm gonna focus on sales and marketing, because marketing is it goes along with sales, and sales goes along with marketing. So like you're kind of intertwined. But I was like, let me just focus on the skill of sales. Let me just spend the next 10 years like just focusing on this skill and stuff, because I already got 12 of not trying. What if I actually put 10 years of trying and stuff? So it was a really good insight. So key takeaway too, which was really looking at my entire like career history and realizing it's like, what's the overall theme that was here? And it was sales. So I would definitely encourage you to really take a look and everything in terms of like, okay, of my entire career thus far, what is the overall theme? What is the main area that I have the most experience in? Not focus, experience. Because once you understand what experience you have, now you can actually focus directly towards that. So it changes. So in terms of like, well, I dabbled in this, I dabbled in that and everything. Cause like I did 3 years in the Coast Guard as a cook. I did a lot of time in retail, probably more time than I should. Really could write a book on that, and I almost did. And then that's kind of it. Like, I was an art teacher for a bit and stuff like that. I've worn those hats a little bit and whatnot. And that's the thing that stood out to me, is the fact that like sales, it's like, I should just double this down, because as I was learning marketing, it's like if you're not a good salesperson, you're not going to be a good marketer. Like, this is the reality, because like you need to really get good at sales before you can get good at marketing, because marketing is just is delivering a sales message to someone, and sales is just I'm gonna lose it. I had the thought. Still early in the morning. Sun's coming up, which is really good, but it's just an offer. Yeah, it'll come to me. But it's like, no, marketing is a sales message attached to an offer. Sales is just delivering the offer. I'm screwing that up. I know I am for a fact. So destroy me in the comments down below. It's totally fine. But the fact of the matter is once I understood that, now I was like, okay, this is the only thing I need to be focusing on right now. Not marketing, not nothing else or anything. It's just sales. So that's what I'm gonna be focused on. That's what like some of this content's gonna be about. Like I'm gonna try to give insights and everything. It's like focusing on sales while doing the marketing as well, in terms of like, hey, here's what I'm learning in marketing because it's a skill I want to build, and it's a skill worthwhile. So, but yeah, like the big thing was like, know your math, right? Know the math that of your targets and stuff like that, whether it's finances, like work or anything like that, because like once you know the math, now you understand what your daily targets need to be, because you can really just like work backwards. So for me, I know what numbers I need to hit per month, per week, and almost like pretty much per day. And I say almost pretty much because like per week kind of overrides per day, but I just kept it basic. Like if I make a sale a day, I'm right as rain, right? If I make 2 sales a day, great. But regardless, it's like a sale a day, 7 sales a week, minimum. Like that's the goal, right? Because I know with that math and the commission structure and stuff like that, it's like I know where I'll be. I know where everything's gonna go and stuff like that. Life's gonna happen, of course, but like these are the things I need to hit. These are the targets. These are the milestones, right? Second, take a look at your entire career. Like look at your resume and everything like that, and really ask yourself, what is the overall theme? Like what's the one core thing that sticks out? What do I have the most experience with? Like if you had to like put it into a category of itself, like sales, marketing, relationships, cooking, what have you, really just do that, right? Because that's going to help you in terms of to orient your focus in terms of, this is the one skill and area I need to master. Like I need to become like the best at. And then 3 really is just putting the work in. Like just do the boring work. Like today, like I have to like really go over some more sales training and practicing and stuff like that, getting ready for getting back into sales and stuff like that. So I got to resharpen the stone. But I know once I start going again, I'll get the groove and everything. It'll just be right as rain and everything. It'll just be like I never got off the bike and stuff. So it's like basically do your math, understand where you have the most experience, and and then focus directly on that. And then from there, just do the reps. Just put the time in and everything. So if this was helpful, or if not, leave a comment down below in terms of, you know, what's the one area that you need to do? Like what's the math you need to do? And I'm gonna talk about like, you know, trigonometry or anything like that. Like just basic math. Like, hey, like, okay, I know like today I need to make, or it's like this month, I know I'm gonna get paid X amount. That means every week I get paid this for the amount of hours I put in, they get paid this and stuff. Like what are the numbers I need to hit? That's like for the rest of the year. Cause like, I'll tell you right now, I work like just a like a small job for right now, just to help out. I've done the math in terms of what I'm gonna make for the rest of the year, and everything. And just to give it a little bit of hindsight, there's 13 weeks left in the year right now. And given my current pay rate with the amount of hours that I make, which is consistent, and for the rest of the year, I make 13 sales, I completely remove that job. And I was averaging like 11 to 12 sales a month before. So it's like, that's how I know. It's like once I hit that, it's like I can get rid of this other job, and like it's good to go and stuff like that. And I will literally have created my entire salary for the rest of the year. So just to put it in perspective, that's why you got to know your math. And it's just simple math. That's all it is, and whatnot. So I was really just buying time as well, because if you can see, there it is. Okay, cool. Sun's coming up. So I'm gonna enjoy the sunrise. I hope you guys are too, wherever you are in the world and whatever time zone and everything. But yeah, know your math, just basic math. Don't do anything stupid, like crazy. Figure out what you have the most experience in and make that your core focus. And then 3, just put the reps in and stuff. So leave a comment down below in terms of like, you know, what are you gonna be focusing on? Do you know your math? Like it's like this video, you hate this video, whatever. Just leave a comment down below and stuff. And and if anything, if you want to figure out the type of math that you need to get to, if you're like, well, the math doesn't add up, it doesn't make sense and stuff, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit my numbers or anything. Like one of the things that I'd like to help you with is in terms of experience, in terms of, okay, I understand like where I have the most experience, what I need to focus on. I understand the numbers I need to hit. Now I just need to do the reps, right? Well, there's a link down below in terms of a challenge. It's a free challenge that helped me understand, like, I need to master this skill. I need to put the reps in, and I need to know my, like, and I know my math. I was like, I know the numbers I need to hit. This challenge is going to show you the basic skills in terms of that you can learn at weekend on putting these reps in so you can hit all three, right? So click the link below. It's completely free. It's an invitation to you. It's this stuff. It's the things I'm literally learning right now and implementing in terms of both for sales and hitting my numbers, because like I'm just not focusing on just one area. Like I've got a few other things happening too, but they're all connected, and which I'll explain in later videos and stuff. But hit the link below, and I'll see you guys later.